Welcome, Bleep Bloop Bloom here in our, I think, 19th installment of US to China to EU Mars Dyson Sphere, where we're Dysoning pretty well. We got a little bit of a noble shortage, but we're doing okay. So we're unifying the EU. We're waiting for nobles to build up, and I got a little bit of regrets. I'll be honest with you. All right, this is my third Mars Dyson Sphere. Made a lot of stuff around Earth, but this is the first time. This is the third time spawning so heavy around Mars, and I wish I had a little bit more nobles. You know, I did say nobles is a noob trap, and it is if that's all you do, and you don't go for the volatiles, and you don't go for the water. But honestly, building 25 op centers around Mars, plus all the other ones, solar mirrors cost a bunch of nobles. I admit it. I ain't proud. I admit it. I wish these incredibly crappy, stupid, I hate them so much, noble sites here, just 14, 13. I mean, maybe we could, like Lomia here. Lomia's got 12.12, but it's got some other stuff going on for it. I wish we had done Lomia. I do. In fact, we'll grab it right now. I mean, it's not gonna be coming on forever, but you know what? We're gonna grab it. I wish I'd grabbed this 2 years ago, though. What are you gonna do? So yeah, I admit it. Probably a couple more noble sites. So we should have gotten that 8th Mars site with nobles on it. Maybe one more noble site, maybe two, even though they were pretty lousy overall compared to how noble sites are usually in the game. But yeah, that's you live and you learn. Trust me, we're still in really good shape here. Obviously, mid-Mars, and we are building a bunch of campuses. And hopefully we'll have finished campus building on Mars by the end of 2027, which means by mid-2028 we are going to just have, probably around 10K science is what I'm hoping. And then by 2030, we should be upgrading all that stuff in universities. Is the hope. Fingers crossed. Hopefully I can keep that promise of 20K ledger science, well, by 2030, hopefully by the end of 2030. I've done it before in 2029, not in Mars Dyson, just around Earth. That was in previous builds where things were a little bit easier. Not a lot easier, but a little bit easier than they are now. By the way, I did a little check-in before starting up, realized that, all right, so that one's fine. Did a little power check-in. So first of all, on Earth, noticed that good old Nakamov station here doesn't have its nano powered up. That's ridiculous. So we're going to upgrade the solar array. I think we might even throw down another. We can't throw down another campus. We don't got the nobles for it. So we want to spend boost. So we're going to throw that down. We'll upgrade that. We're going to use this site, I think, later on for when we've got other interface modules like the communication centers we'll be able to build here. I didn't check our monthly ledger. I really love this ledger screen. And yeah, we've got checked to make sure that we have at least five of each kind of science building, so we've got that going for us, so that's good. And Mars, yeah, so Mars, we never ended up rebuilding that spot that got blown up by the aliens. Here, not a big deal. So, and that's not powered up, but it's not like, oh, that would give us 9 nobles, I guess. We're a little bit over our cap. So, as long as it's off, I think what we'll do, after we get going, we'll build the nano, we'll power that up for now, so we'll get a little bit more nobles after it comes online. And obviously we're going to build a bunch of research campuses and stuff here, like we build everywhere. So we've got, oh yeah, we're going to steal that sweet beautiful mining ore with some luck. One of the pre-gens, couple of advises, doing some snooping, and yeah, war-wise, we're giving our folks a little bit of a breather before they go in and whoop the Croatians. We have got some aliens showing up soon too. Hopefully they don't mess things up too much before we blow them out of the air. Alright, we got a little bit more boost going on again. Pretty good shape MC wise. All right, we've decided that we're going to knock we're knocking these out. Oh, now one of the benefits from having gears on a station, we're going to get a little science boost. Usually with that little science boost. What you can do here, by the way, if you know you're going to get a big science boost, but you're towards the end, you're just going to lose that. So what we're going to do is we're going to change things a little bit. And then we're going to get our science boost. And then we'll change back. Alright, yeah, that seems fine.
We've got some intel on our
Oh yeah, we're alien hunting.
Nothing unusual found.
And we 99% really. Oh, we will go back there. That hurts. I won't lie, that hurts. Do we have somebody turn there? We do. Okay, so we're not going to lose track of it. But that stings. That's an awesome org, and the fact that we've got to go back and try it again is kind of annoying. All right, we're going to upgrade there. We are going to build our nano. Might make this, since we're starting from scratch on the nanos, we definitely want 2 or 3 sites with heavy nanos. We might just go ahead and make this one of those spots. Alright, we're going to need an op center here sooner or later. Let's put one campus down. And that should be fine. We are going to want an op center. I'm going to wait on the op centers because we're okay here, as you can see, and I really want to get more campuses down. Alright, so like this is a spot that we know we're dropping 5 campuses. So we gotta wait a little bit. Alright, increased unlock. That's good. Now efficient frag drive is 75%. Not that we're not going to use efficient frag drive until we have Kuiper finished, so that is not really crucial. Yeah, let's just grind through, put a little bit into this and this, but let's really grind through these infotechs. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure that I'm 50% from orgs instead of 45, so we're going to go hunt down one more infotech org. A molten salt, that is a good drive. I will... It's cheap. Sure.
Things are stabilizing.
It's a solid drive. Okay. We are in Mercury. On Mercury. Getting some more nobles. 195 now. That's going to be nice. Let's upgrade. Let's upgrade. And it's both sites. Upgrade. Okay. Alright, we finished targeting computer. We finished molten salt part 1. Eventually we're going to want that, but right now I think we're going to go full bore. Full bore there. Oh yeah, at some point, it's hilarious to me. This is usually such an important tech to be able to tack these things on, and I'm kind of like, we'll get bonuses to our counselors later on. I mean, what's going on right now is, there's a lot of space stuff going on. All right, this is fine. I think this is okay. We can even wait on mission. Let's get the diversity bonus, I guess. Oh no, we lost our control point in Yemen. Well, aliens still hanging out in Yemen. Alright, I'm gonna spend a bunch more of this stuff very soon. Try to intercept them. Oh, congratulations, Sub-Lieutenant. Good job, Ensign. Our little Wesley there. Alright, so let's check orgs. We want to buy or steal at least 5% of info. We're going to take another shot at that awesome mining org that I'm extremely upset that we lost. Oh, and we have another mining org that we can buy for 23 boost. All right, we're doing it. We're stockpiling some boost. We can switch to MC. Well, man, not yet, but okay. Now look. Now, okay, that is the kind of criminal org that we want. Whew, 19% spoils. Again, we're not. This is not a big spoils-based run, but we are going to have to run a bunch of spoils when we upgrade from campuses to universities. We're not going to get any money from nanos on all the sites that are upgrading, and things are going to be very expensive. We could be running a deficit of 5, 6, 7, 8K a month for a little while. When that's happening, we are going to be using spoils to make up the gap, and so a big spoils boost is going to make life easier for us. This kind of org is exactly why having a kingpin who doesn't have an admin of 15 would maybe even be a little bit kind of ideal. All right, so don't have infotech here, but not really. But we can steal one, I'm sure. All right, so we need room for that. We need room for that. Kumud is going to try to steal that again. Oh yeah, we would have gotten a +2 bonus overall, but Contra screwed up
Targeting enemy orgs.
on her
Ready
snooping.
for orders. Your orders? Tracking target.
Izzy
Ready.
is checking them out. We're making enough ops. That'll be fine.
Investigating target.
All right,
What
so
we
we're
got?
snooping there. We're snooping there. We're going for that hostile takeover. And Brent, can you steal us an info org? Just something. I mean, I would rather not steal one without a science bonus. That's pretty lame, though. So I think for now we're just going to take this piece of crap.
Targeting enemy.
All right, so before we go, that is not to me. That is +2% info. That's not doing a whole lot for us. Actually, so there's a lot of mission control, boosted mission control here that are not doing us a whole lot of good. Yeah, I mean, we don't need that +3. We don't need the 6%. So I think what we're going to do is, unless there's a cheaper org somewhere that we don't need. The other thing is, let's see here. We are doing life right now. Just trying to figure out what the best org is. The best org is to unequip. I'd like to unequip something that's cheap to re-equip. I'm benefiting from that is cheaper, but I am benefiting from that boost. So, yeah, alright. Yeah, let's do this one. Alright, and you're going to buy that. Alright, 192 turns into 202. Pretty sweet. We're going to get rid of this piece of crap that we got given to. That was a charitable donation that we're just going to chuck into the ocean. Alright, so we're stealing that super awesome mining org. We'll figure out room for it later on. We are going to try to steal another info so we can get our infotech bonus up to 50%, even though it's a lame org. Soon, I think we're going to go whoop Croatia. Let's see, how are we doing on healing? We're doing okay. Doing okay. We'll give these guys a little bit more room to breathe. And then we will stomp Croatia. Oh, I got a bunch of nobles. I gotta spend. Micromanagement, micromanagement. Everybody loves micromanagement. Alright. Oh, and let's see here. So we've got lots of different ways to spend. I'll mix things up a little bit. We're gonna do some arrays. Probably. I would like a shipyard. I would like a Mars shipyard. Oh, it's called Mars Shipyard. I think this is going to be our shipyard. Alright, so we'll do that. And do that. And we'll do that. And we'll do that. And we're going to need one more of those. Alright. Okay. And let's use... So we spent a bunch of nobles there. Now let's spend some nobles on some fun campuses. So let's see here. These folks, this is going to be one of them 5 campus spots, I think. So we got our ops building, we got our farm, we got our nano, we got our 2 solars. Boom. 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 And one more farm. Boom. And, you know, so we need to generate another... From those 2 solars right now, we need to generate another 100 each or so. When all those arrays upgrade, I don't think that's going to be a problem. And if it is, we'll turn off one campus until we have enough mirror arrays up, but I think it'll be fine. All right. Okay, we got some more Marines. Again, those are some nobles upkeep, but I like having ops. Now that these aliens are running around with espionage 23, 24, 25, we're going to be spending some ops to shoot them in the head. And so it's nice to have some income here. Okay, I completely forgot about this nonsense. Let's hope that this is not a big deal. I should have intercepted them. All right, these guys are just going to go straight there. And if that doesn't work, it probably won't, then these guys will, let's see, we're merging with 20. Alright, so these guys are going to go there if those guys don't move, and if they do move, then these folks are going to go there. We'll see what happens. You never know. Who knows what the aliens are going to do. Alright, we ended up catching up before they decided to leave. 3 versus 2. This should be fine. We're going to go on autopilot. And these guys should just shoot. Sooner we're going to want to have some, you know, these guys are going to end up, you know, crapping out some attacks. Uh-oh. We used all of our missiles? No, we didn't use all of our missiles. That's good. Oh, now we used all of our missiles. Nah, we didn't have to. Okay. Eventually they'll crap out some stuff, some folks will, and these guys would just kind of die, probably. I mean, they got a little front armor, but not much. Just having one ship with half-decent point defense, if there's just 2 or 3 folks, then... Ooh, looks like I got one of the new achievements. Sweet. Alright, so... Next alien showing up, I think, is Mars, maybe? No, we already took care of Martians. Alright, so we got 3 jackasses coming in 2028, 1 jackass coming in 2027, and another alien replacement. Oh, and we do have we have some folks coming in 2028. Alright, that's not going to be a problem. That said, they can send ships and get here within 2 months, which could be scary, so we are going to make sure that we've got enough defense. Now, the way it works, by the way, is the aliens are not going to send more ships than they need to, right? Fuel is expensive. The trip is expensive. So they're generally going to send more combat power, maybe 3x, 4x. They're not going to do overkill, right? They might, even if they, right now it's too early, they don't have massive doom stacks, but even if they had a doom stack, they're not going to send a doom stack if they don't think that it's necessary. And early on, at least, the aliens underestimate the strength of your missile boats. And that is how we can survive. That's why, you know, I mean, obviously, if you were the player playing the aliens, you'd send the doom stack to Earth, stompy, stompy, stomp, blow everything up, and easy win. It's not what the aliens are going to do. They're going to be like, oh, I estimate their fleet power to be 50. I'm going to send 150 worth of fleet power. Turns out that their estimation of fleet power is off, and every battle they lose, my understanding is they kind of recalibrate. They're going to send more next time, and so on and so forth. That's part of the reason they don't necessarily blow up their surveillance ships early on, unless I really want to, need to, because I feel like every one battle they get a little, their expectations are a little bit more realistic. I think that's at least the way I think that it works. But certainly early on, they are underestimating the strength of our missile boats, and so you're going to have battles like just what happened there. And our goal is we're going to be doing so much science and generating so many resources that by the time they figure their crap out, we are going to have just really solid tech, really solid ships, and just be able to beat the crap out of them. All right, so we took the horrible, stupid org. We're going to hold on to that. Oh, we're going to be doing life science later on. Reddington. Let's get rid of. Yeah, we got all this life sciences. Let's get rid of this. There's so many +2 persuasion orgs out there. We can just steal them.
I have no information.
All right, we're spying on aliens.
They will now serve
Oh, sweet. All right, again, 9% bonus for 3 stars is good on its own. It gets a gear. It gives a boost. It gives 2 security. Gives a little bonus to energy research. This is just a really nice org to have, and makes me happy. All right, let's. I don't know. I feel like Reddington is a really sweet org early on because it comes with ops and investigate. Obviously, we're generating tons of ops right now. We don't have investigate problems. I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, could we try to trade it to humanity first or something like that if we wanted to waste a turn and hold on to the org and yeah, I mean, we could. I mean, it's fine, but my general style is that I'll maybe try to do some trading early on. I do more trading now than I used to because it can be profitable. Sometimes it'll cough up an admin org for some crappy stuff. But in general, I'm planning and plotting against the aliens. Like the other factions, pretty much from early 2027 and on, the other factions are just a nuisance. I don't want to get assassinated by them. I don't want their shipyard, their ships to come and mess with mine in Leo when they eventually get some resources going. But I'm not going to do non-aggression pacts with them and this and that. I mean, as the resistance, maybe I'll do that with humanity first. Maybe, if I'm just feeling generous. But I got this on my own. I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about the other factions. I'm not going to do on that note, yeah, when I was looking around, I noticed that Russia, oh no, has controlled by the servants. The servants love Russia. Russia's got 30 nukes, blah, 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 blah. I've seen people concerned about this, like, oh, what am I going to do? The servants at the US, the servants at Russia. You don't got to do anything about it. I mean, for this kind of strategy, you don't got to do anything about it. We're not going to let the aliens land if they send a carrier. So the servants' nukes are pretty much a non-issue. Yeah, I mean, we could take Russia later game, maybe if we feel like it, just so we can, get some spoils from it or whatnot. But Russia having nukes, the servants having Russia, we don't care. It's not going to matter. The only way it would matter is if the aliens landed on Earth, and we will never let the aliens land on Earth. You should have zero concern about this if this is happening in your game. All right, finally, you can see we got some nobles churning, whatever. All right, we've got some ship. We got another ship built. We got another op center online. All right, I'm going to do another wave of campus building. And I think, all right, you guys are, all right, you might let you hang out. Everybody else, almost everybody else. Yeah, you know what? Just everybody go with, yeah, Czechia, right? Yeah. All right. Slovakia. Apparently the U.S. We got bad news. We got bad news. If you're Hungary or you're Slovakia, we are not going to be defending you. You need to become part of the tasty EU. All right. So we've got to find room for this beefy boy, and I think in the short term, what we're gonna do. All right, so Izzy's got investigation 25. She's got some XP. We can't. We're not. Are we doing any? I don't think we're doing any. I mean, except for unless we do ion batteries, we're not. So we can hold off on. All right, so Izzy does not really need defense researched right now, so we'll put that out. And we wanted to put this little bit here. We don't really have mission control that we're doing, so there we go. All right, so that will give us. That gives us our full 50. I mean, obviously you can go over this by quite a bit if you really have a lot of science or orgs or whatever it is, but we've got our standard 50% from orgs. We are a little bit above on hab modules. We're going to grind out white collar automation, and then probably that next one, and then the other ones after that, just to, yeah, we'll probably, yeah, we'll I think we're just going to take care of the infosec, just get it done, and yeah, I think that's reasonable. Although I do want to get to Kuiper. Okay, and on that note, ship construction. All right, we're making science PD here. These things are upgrading. Let's build another. Once these are all online, these science PDs, that's when we will go full bore into mission of Saturn, because this bonus will increase a lot. In fact, let's just wait. I mean, I wouldn't, the sooner this finishes, the sooner we get. The sooner this finishes, the sooner we can support more mining orgs. Yeah, we'll keep that going. Honestly, this, we're winning here. Let me turn that off for now. That we're doing psychology, so we can do extended space survival, so that we can do Kuiper, but obviously we can't do Kuiper. Mission to the outer planets, that is, until we have Saturn. So, all right, so we've got a sweet 74% bonus to nobles, a little bit less than that to the other ones for now. Obviously we'll research all the mining sooner or later. Good incomes, we got 90. I think you know what that means. That means more solar mirrors and more. Go. We got our standard nano being built. We got our solar. We got our farm. We're going to build one more solar. And then we're going to do our campuses. We're going to go campus, 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 campus. And one more farm. So we got a farm, campus, campus, nano, second farm, second solar, campus, campus, campus. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I'm missing something. Oh yeah, ops. Let's get an ops down. All right. So I don't know. Mars, campus. I might probably number these well offline. Probably number them offline just to help keep track of them. Oh yeah, we've abandoned. Once that abandons, we immediately resettle. This person here, we're only doing this for water. We're probably gonna end up turning off. This is kind of lame. We're gonna end up turning this off. So we'll treat this as a no mining campus site, and so that means fission. What fission? What the we do solar around here, boy? Oh Lord. All right, so solar. And campus, 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 farm. All right, we got our ops, campus, campus, farm, nano, campus, campus, campus. What am I missing here? I feel like I'm missing something. We got our ops, we got our nano. Oh, do we only have one farm? I think we only have one farm. One farm. One farm. Unacceptable. All right. Again, we're just gonna, by the time those are online, we should have enough power from 2 solar. Eventually, we're gonna have 1 solar. And on that note, you know, we just did a bunch of campus building. Why don't we do a little solar upgrade? Solar mirror, solar mirror, solar mirror. Oh, and we're out. That's all right. We got a finally we got a nice solid nobles income going on. All right. So Kamud. Anybody have any more mining works to steal? Nope. That's fine. Contra, I think we checked out her loyalty last time we checked. Yeah, 23. Oh, and she's got XP to spend. Not sure how we're using her right now. Oh, we never bought that one super cheaty. Yeah, we never bought that. We should buy that. I mean, it wasn't a huge priority to buy it immediately since we're not running any spoils, or we're hardly running any spoils. So I think for now we just swap this out. For now, although I mean this is not that impressive an org. By the way, there's I can't remember if it's 150 or 250, but there's an awesome event that gives you the cost. Basically, you're extorting one of your own counselors for cash. Can't remember whether the cut point is 150 or 250, but they have to at least be prosperous. They have to have a certain income. It's called the Pluto Papers. It's awesome. I always forget what the cutoff is. I think it might be 250. So ideally, we get a little bit more cash income on Akanta here, just in case. So I think what we do, even though it's going to cost some money, put that off. Alum. Yeah, these guys are both. Yeah, we're gonna move that over. All right, now you're extorting. All right, these folks. All right, and yeah, we still have to find room for that tasty criminal org. Does criminal org have income? Oh, it actually comes with 51. Yeah, we could have done that, man. Wasting money moving our stuff around. All right, so actually this is not that important an org. Not a whole lot of spoils. Probably should actually just go ahead and unequip this one for now. So we'll put this up. Ag has their income up. That's not, I mean, that's okay when we need spoils, but it's not a super important org. Alright, Alum, your science is 25, so you don't need Marigold. Ravindra, your science is 25, so you don't need Marigold. So I think what we'll do... carry around. Why don't you carry this around? Why don't you carry that around? And Brent, just so we can get a better total science bonus. We are doing boost right now. When you carry that around. Okay. Everybody's at 25. Big happy family. We are a little bit over here. Kind of want to hold on to that. Honestly, I don't think this is... I mean, 6% spoils is good, but it's nothing to write home about. Although this is not doing us a whole lot of good either right now. Let's drop that. I'm gonna hold on to these. I could sell one of the cheap life science orgs that's so stealable. That might have been the better call, but whatever. All right, so Kamud. I don't think there's anything important for you to steal. Yeah, these infotech orgs are nothing to write home about. Any good admin orgs we just yoink real quick? Oh yeah, we tried to yoink that before and we failed. Try again.
Targeting their assets.
Izzy. Oh, Izzy. Yeah, Izzy can't assassinate. So I don't know what the bonus is there. Okay, so like Akanta can assassinate. Info on target only 3. All right, so we're gonna get our intel up to 5, and then probably swap over Pax Robotica to Izzy to shoot an alien in the head.
We'll see what they're up to.
Brenty McBrent here. That's fine. All right. We're still dropping there. I'm going to drop Unity a little bit. Yeah, so we're getting a little bit less science than optimal from the United States, but obviously we're generating so much science that the fact this is 100 or 200 short is not gonna cry about it. What is going on here? Oh yeah, every time you take over, some of these takeovers have been causing some drama. So we could, because when your cohesion drops, your unrest can go up when you capture somebody whose democracy score is more than 1.5 higher than you. Yeah, so it's causing a little bit of drama. All right, so let's see here. We got 34 net. A lot of campuses have been built. At some point, we're going to switch over to mission control, right? I mean, absolutely. And actually, in preparation of that day, did we ever finish? Yeah, we're good. We finished that one. We finished that alien tech. Oh, alien computers. We didn't finish it. All right, so this is going to increase our mission control. We're going to put a pip into that. I think. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right, Brenty. You want to set up for the next war? How are we doing with wars here? We got Czechia. I think it's Czechia and Turkey that we're fighting with. Slovakia. All right, why don't you set up for a Slovakian war so we can move in there? So we're done. And Akanta. Oh, actually, why don't you do that? I think we're gonna swap out Akanta for a kingpin with somebody who can be a criminal but with lower starting admin, so we get more benefit out of those particular orgs. We are gonna eventually move into Japan, so you were kind of inspired.
We must persuade the people.
We have an incoming dumbass, apparently. We have an incoming dumbass. Incoming dumbass. Oh, yeah. We have 3 Corvettes coming in. Oh, wait, no. That's June 2028. I don't know that we do have an incoming dumbass. Oh, I think I did that because we need to prep for the dumbass coming in November of 2027. Obviously, we are in really good shape there.
Lending my expertise, I will help them.
All right.
Person of interest survey.
Okay.
Org acquired.
All right. We're just going to sell that immediately. I mean, we could hold on. I mean, yeah, it's just a bad org. If it had some spoils, I would hold on to it. Maybe try to swap out with someone else. But it takes 500 just to move. I'm just selling it. Cash
the needle.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna just for ease
Policy
of
direction complete.
just for smooth sake, I'm gonna wait till the end of the fortnight and then do a bunch of upgrading. All right, so we're gonna declare war on the evil Slovakians. So we move in there after we finish off Croatians. All right, well, yeah, that's the guy who I've got my eye on, as I recall. All right. All right, you guys can go immediately into Slovakia. All right. We're going to end this one a little bit early. Oh, the Seychelles are in danger. What will we do? All right. So, let's just do a quick check of whether any sweet mining orgs showed up. No sweet mining orgs, but that's all right. All right. So, we're making a ton of nobles right now, which is fantastic. We got more than enough nobles to build what we need over the next 2-3 months, which is what I was hoping for. All right, gonna end this one a little bit early, and I will see you next time, same bat time, same bat channel, where we will continue to expand our Mars Dyson, upgrade all those TC solar mirrors, come close to finishing, hopefully, the unification of the EU, although this might take another 6-7 months. And then after that's done, put our eyes on East Asia. All right, I will see you then.